So this is my binary maze geocache, which is my most recent puzzle cache design. It works. You can see some binary around the outside there, but the locking mechanism is on the top here. We can see we've got the numbers 16, 8, 4, 2 and 1. So this is a 5-bit binary number. And we can see we've got the ones and the zeros there for the on and the off as well. So how this works is I've made this so that it is a three number code. So in the first number for this code for this variation of the design is the number 9. So we're going to put up the numbers 8 and 1. And what we should be able to see is we can lift that lid a little bit. Now it doesn't come all the way up, it only comes part of the way up. So we've got to do the next code, which is 3 here. So I put up the 2 and the 1, and we can see it's come up a little bit further. And then the final bit of this is the last code, which should be 27. So the code I've gone for here is a number, it's square and it's cube, and then that lifts free of the box and we've opened that geocache. So we can see with the lid here, we've got the switches inserted under this panel, just with some inset inserts. You can see that when we flick that switch from side to side, it's either going to be out on the left or out on the right there. And each of those switches moving independently in that lid. It's a fairly thick lid to allow for the puzzle to be solved. Inside the box itself, we can see the part that makes up the locking mechanism for the box. So basically we've got these channels here, and on the other side these are mirrored. So if we were looking through here, this is the center column for the switch, and if we look on the other side of the box, we can see it's completely open on that side and completely closed on the other. This one is completely, the first two are open, the top one is closed. So if we go the first two closed and the top one open. So that design allows that switch to be sort of marries up with whether those switches are in or out. So if you're going to make your own plates for these, you'd need to make sure you mirrored those as you were doing it. I've made this into a customized design, so if you were making this yourself, what we can do here, and I'll just pull one of these out now, is we can undo these screws at the top here. And, oh, not quite all of it yet. And we can see that those plates slide out. They're just screwed into that base plate with some heat set inserts. So I've provided the blanks for those files on the designs, and you can, if you want to change the code yourself, you can design your own plates and put them back into there. They can just be screwed back into place. That way, if you ever want to change the code on your geocache as well, or align it with the date with numbers you want to use, then you can definitely do that. We can also see that down the side here is a channel that aligns with the same sort of channel on the box. That stops you putting the lid on the wrong way. So that is going to go back. You can see that's going to line that way, but if we were to turn that around, that would be out of alignment and we couldn't put that lid back on. So it stops you putting it back on the wrong way. To put it back on, we just do the reverse. So my last code was 27, so in this case my first code is going to be 27. That should slot into the first slot, and then the next one was 3. So I'm going to put the 2 and the 1 up, bring the others down, it drops down a little bit further, and the last one was 9, so I'm going to put up the 8 and the 1 again, and that slides back into place. So another aspect of this that's present in the binary on the side of the box here that may not have been aware of is the binary for those numbers are also on the outside of the box. So the 01001 is my 9. On this side of the box we've got my 3, the 00011, and then finally on the other side we've got the 11011, which is going to be my 27. So yeah, that's my binary maze geocache design. If you've got any questions, let me know.